Bad decisions. Yo, what's up? It's someone that's someone, and welcome back to Deliriant Week 2022. This was sent in by John Longshanks, where he took Mirtazapine, Dimenhydrinate, Scopolamine, Klonopin, Cannabis, and Caffeine. And here's the full report details. Alright, so welcome to another episode in Deliriant Week 2022. I wanted to bring something that was just a huge mix of different substances. We had a couple of reports like this last year, which I myself would consider this kind of a horror in a sense. Feeling the desire or need to indulge yourself so deeply into substances that you start doing every which thing you can get your hands on at the same time. Which we will have another report like this. There are 3 substances here which could contribute to a deliriant experience, and that includes Mirtazapine, Dimenhydrinate, and Scopolamine. The other substances could have easily had an influence, and just all these together, I'm sure they impacted each other. So we're just gonna leave it at that. This is a good report, and one I'm sure you'll enjoy. So without further ado, let's dive right into this. Really want a video educating about these substances, so I thought I'd share a recent trip report. I had in my hopes he might see this. It had been a while since I used deliriants, and I love the uncomfortableness. I used to combine DPH and scopolamine before school a lot, and use imaginary phones, pens, read blank paper, etc. I'd look like a complete crackhead. I had also tripped on Mirtazapine prior, which is a unique psychedelic/deliriant antidepressant at 120 plus. The first time I didn't expect how intense it'd be. It's more sedating than Oxycontin, morphine, or any benzo. Moving seems almost impossible, and the visuals are psychedelic, but deliriant-like in nature. It's filled with vivid closed-eye visuals and open-eye tracers and morphing. So I decided to get a box of Travacom Original. Each pill contains 50 mg Dimenhydrinate, 0.2 mg scopolamine, and 20 mg caffeine. Quite the mix. I decided to pop 3 during the day to get the body feeling and visuals going, and decided to grab a sheet of 10-30 mg Mirtazapine out of my prescription. The visuals are like twitching lines, and the body feelings are like a dirty Xanax. I go to bed early and eat 4 more pills and 210 mg Mirtazapine. At this point I felt like I was going to have a seizure. The closed eye visuals were disappointing, so I popped the rest of the dose and smoked weed throughout like I usually do, which Mirtazapine did greatly enhance, and mild tracers were noticed. This doesn't have a timeline because deliriants are really hard to remember and write on. The tactile hallucinations and closed-eye ones were vivid. I'd feel covered in spiders, and see and feel myself falling down a hallway, sorta similar to DXM. The closed-eye visuals were similar to DXM, but more vivid, and had restless legs and a feeling like I was gonna have a seizure. But I must say Mirtazapine is much more pleasant feeling than other antidepressants. It isn't as mentally altering as other deliriants, but the hallucinations and sedation last a long time and can be intense. And every time I closed my eyes, I'd see myself going on my phone or doing something. The next morning, I was even higher than the night before. I took my usual 2 mg Klonopin, and the body feeling was heavy, by 200 mg of DPH. The mindset and visuals were too much to do anything. I slept most of the days. The body feelings were like being made out of cement and walking through wet concrete. After that, the body feeling went away, but my HPPD is much worse. And this is where I advise you to never touch deliriants, although the visuals can be entertaining. The damage isn't worth it in the long run. Be warned, these substances easily produce HPPD or a permatrip, which I got after only a short period of abuse.